Hello, ChatGPT.
Hey, great to have you here. How can I help you today?
Before a few minutes, I recorded a video with you on a topic how to build a strong personal brand online. But unfortunately, due to a distortion of the network, it wasn't a good recording. Can you do it again with me?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Just let me know which parts you want to focus on, or if you'd like me to walk through the entire process again from scratch. What angle or steps do you want to emphasize?
We will do it again.
Perfect. Let's dive in. I'll walk you through step by step on how to build a strong personal brand online. We can break it down into defining your niche, consistency, content strategy, and engagement. Does that sound like a good structure to you?
Now you understand what the topic is how to build a strong personal brand online, right?
Exactly. Yes, I'm fully with you on that. So we'll focus on practical steps, things like defining your unique value, picking the right platforms, creating consistent content, and engaging with your audience. Once you're ready, we'll just jump right in.
Okay, I'm ready.
Awesome. Let's get started then. First, think about what makes you unique, your skills, passions, and the audience you want to serve. Once you have that clarity, we'll
First of
build.
all, I just want to understand what a personal brand actually is.
Great point. So, a personal brand is basically the way you present yourself and your values to the world. It's how people perceive you based on your online presence, your content, your voice, your visuals. So, it's like your reputation, but shaped intentionally online.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cool thing is, it's not just for influencers or big names. Anyone, whether you're a freelancer, a teacher, or an entrepreneur, can shape a personal brand to build trust, stand out, and connect with the right audience. So, where would you like to begin with that?
Can you highlight it more? Why is it important nowadays?
Absolutely. Nowadays, our online presence is often the first impression we give. A strong personal brand helps you stand out in a crowded digital space, attract opportunities, and build trust. Whether it's for landing a job, growing a business, or expanding your network, it gives you a competitive edge.
So then, how can someone start building his personal brand?
Great question. So, to start, first define your niche. Be clear about what you want to be known for. Then choose the platforms that fit your audience LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, for example. After that, create consistent content that showcases your expertise and engage genuinely with your audience. Comment, share, be present.
Do you prefer to use all of these platforms or one or two?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think it really depends on your goals and where your audience hangs out. So, if you're aiming for professional connections, LinkedIn is fantastic. If you want a creative audience, Instagram or YouTube might be better. So, you don't have to be everywhere, just focus on the one or two that fit best.
Don't you think that we should talk about it? Before talking about it, we should talk about a little bit about niche.
Absolutely, you're right. The niche is really the foundation. Before we dive into platforms or content, we need to clarify what you uniquely offer, your expertise, passions, and the specific problem you solve. Once that's clear, everything else falls into place.
Then what's next step after choosing the niche?
So once you've chosen your niche, the next step is to define your target audience, who exactly you're trying to reach. Then you can start crafting a clear value proposition, basically a concise statement that explains what you offer and why people should follow or trust you.
Our branding would depend on the niche as well as the client.
Exactly. Your brand has to speak directly to that ideal client. So once you know your niche, you shape your tone, visuals, and messaging to resonate with them. That way, every piece of content you create is pulling in the exact audience that you want.
What kind of content should we create?
Yeah, great question. So think about content that educates, entertains, and inspires. Things like how-to videos, storytelling, tips behind the scenes, or even interactive Q&As. The key is to keep it aligned with your niche and valuable for your audience.
If I say that key is something else like consistency in personal branding, what would you say?
Yes, consistency is huge. It means showing up regularly with your content, same tone, same style, same message, so people know what to expect. That builds trust, recognition, and keeps you top of mind when your audience needs you.
How can someone be consistent? Any steps?
Yeah, absolutely. So, a few steps. First, create a content calendar so you know what to post and when. Next, batch produce content so you're never scrambling last minute. Also, set a realistic schedule, don't overcommit. And then track your results so you know what's working and adjust as needed.
Which one is the most important out of these?
I'd say having a content calendar is really key. It gives you structure and keeps you on track. Once you have that, the other steps like batching and adjusting fall into place more easily.
Content calendar isn't just like a diary.
Yeah, in a way it is, but instead of just daily notes, it's a structured plan for what content you'll create and share. Kind of like mapping out blog posts, social media, and videos in advance so you stay consistent and aligned with your goals.
And with consistency, what would be the role of authenticity? Authenticity, does it play any role?
Oh, absolutely. Authenticity is crucial. Consistency keeps you visible, but authenticity is what makes people trust you and connect. When you stay true to yourself, your values, your voice, your audience feels that, and that's what keeps them coming back.
Yes, I think trust is also a very important point.
Exactly. Trust is really the foundation of a strong personal brand. When people trust you, they're more likely to engage, share your content, and even buy from you or collaborate with you. So being honest and transparent is key.
Can you give some important tips to grow faster?
For sure. So, a few key tips. First, engage regularly, respond to comments, join conversations, and be present. Next, collaborate with others in your niche, guest posts, interviews, or shout outs. Also, keep up with trends, align your content with what's emerging. And don't forget to analyze your data. See what works, double down on that, and refine as you go.
Uh, I think you are missing a point. Isn't learning and improving your skill important?
You're absolutely right. Learning is a huge part of it. The more you invest in sharpening your skills, whether that's content creation, marketing, or even tech tools, the better your content and strategies will become. So, continuous improvement is definitely key.
Okay. What I understand is that growth take times, but consistency and patience always pay off.
Exactly. Growth is definitely a long game. You have to keep showing up, keep refining your skills, and stay patient. Eventually, that steady effort compounds and you'll see real momentum.
Then, what are common mistakes people do?
Yeah, some common mistakes. People often try to be everywhere at once, so they spread themselves too thin. Another big one is inconsistency, posting a lot at first, but then dropping off. And sometimes people forget to engage with their audience. It's a two-way street. So, not just posting, but actually interacting is super important.
That was really helpful, ChatGPT. Finally, what is your one key message for beginners?
I'd say start with clarity and consistency. Know your niche, show up regularly, and stay true to yourself. Growth might be gradual, but with patience and authenticity, you'll build a brand that really lasts.
Thank you, ChatGPT. This conversation was very insightful. Today, I learned that a personal brand grows with us. Thank you so
I'm s-
much.
you're very welcome. I'm really happy it helped. If you ever want to dive deeper or just brainstorm more, I'm here for you. Good luck building that brand.
Thanks for giving your time again.
Of course, it was my pleasure. If anything else pops up or you want to revisit this topic later, just let me know.
Thanks once again. I'll come again for another topic to talk to you.
You're very welcome. I'll be here whenever you're ready, so just come by anytime and we'll chat about whatever you need. Take care.
Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.
You're welcome. Take care and bye for now.